House Democrats who are calling for your husband to drop out of the race? How are you feeling about the state of the race?
All right, ladies.
Why are you screaming at me? You know me. Don't scream at me. Just let me talk.
November election is getting close by, and Jill Biden went on campaigning for her husband. From there, they had an altercation with a journalist when being asked about Joe Biden's mental health. So let's get on to this video and then hear what they discuss at the cost of the video.
Do you have any message to House Democrats who are calling for your husband to drop out of the race? How are you feeling about the state of the race?
All right, ladies.
Why are you screaming at me? You know me. Don't scream at me. Just let me talk.
I just want to take a step back for a second, because I do take offense to what Ed alluded to. You know, come out here, every day there's a press briefing, and we do our best to give you the information that we have at the time. That's what we do. And we understand that the freedom of the press, we respect the freedom of the press. You heard me talk about this last week. I appreciate the back and forth that we all have. I try to respect you, and I hope you try to respect me. And we literally do everything that we can. My team does everything that we can to make sure we get the answers to you. That's what we do. And sometimes we disagree. Sometimes we are not in agreement. But you know what? That's democracy. That is what is important, to have that healthy back and forth. And so to say that I'm holding information or allude to anything else is not unfair. It's really, really unfair. I think people who are watching and have been watching this briefing for this past week could say that we are doing our best in this briefing to provide the information that we have. And I will admit, I will be the first one to admit, sometimes I get it wrong. At least I admit that. At least I admit that. And sometimes I don't have the information. And I will always, always admit that. But I do take offense to what was just happening at the beginning of this briefing. It's not okay. We provide to all of you.
That's a very basic, direct question.
Wait. Hold on. Wait a second.
Eight times, or at least once, in regards to the president specifically.
Hold on a second.
Not what you should be able to answer by this point.
Wait, no. No, wait a minute. Ed, please. A little respect here, please. So every year, around the president's physical examination, he sees a neurologist. That's 3 times, right? So I am telling you that he has seen a neurologist 3 times while he has been in this presidency. That's what I'm saying. I am telling you that he has seen them 3 times. That is what I'm sharing with you, right? So every time he has a physical, he has had to see a neurologist. So that is answering that question. No, it is. It is. You're asking me. I cannot. But I also said to you, Ed. I also said to you, for security reasons, we cannot share names. We cannot share names. We have to.
Others he would have met with.
We cannot.
You can share names in regards to if someone came here in regards to the president.
We cannot share names of specialists broadly, from a dermatologist to a neurologist. We cannot share names. There are security reasons. We have to protect. I understand that. I hear you.
Right there for anyone to see.
Ed, I hear you. I cannot from here confirm any of that because we have to keep their privacy. I think they would appreciate that too. We have to give them.
The doctor.
We have to keep their privacy.
It is
It's
public.
public information.
I hear you.
And you're going to allow this to fester longer, Kareem, unless the White House answers the question.
Hold on a second. There's no reason to go back and forth and be in this aggressive way.
Miffed around here about how information's been shared with the press corps about him.
What are you missed about? What are you missed about?
Everything he just asked about.
And then every time I come back and I answer the question that you guys asked.
Correctly, you didn't have to come back and clean it up.
I never answered the question incorrectly. That is not true. I was asked about a medical exam. I was asked about a physical. That was in the line of question that I answered. And I said, no, he did not have a medical exam. And I still stand by that. Matter of fact, the president still stands by that. He had a verbal check-in. That is something that the president has a couple times a week. A couple times a week.
Now in regards to Dr. Kevin Kennard.
And I am telling you right now that I am not sharing confirming names from here. It is the security reasons. I am not going to do that, Ed. It doesn't matter how hard you push me. It doesn't matter how angry you get with me. I'm not going to confirm a name. It doesn't matter if it's even in the log. I am not going to do that from here. That is not something I am going to do. What I can share with you is that the president has seen a neurologist for his physical 3 times. 3 times. And it is in the reporting that we share a comprehensive reporting. Matter of fact, it's more than what the last guy shared, and it is in line with what George W. Bush did. It's in line with what Obama did. And so it is comprehensive. It is out there. I just read a quote from it, but I am not going to divulge somebody's name or confirm someone. I'm not going to do that. That is as privacy for that person. I'm not going to do that. It doesn't matter how hard you push me. It doesn't matter how angry you get with me from here. I'm just not going to do that. It is inappropriate and it's not acceptable.
I watched that press conference, and I couldn't help but think, here we are. Joe Biden is the president of the United States, and for months they've been trying to put these Band-Aids on him. Band-Aids, cover this up, cover that up, everything's okay. Well, now he's got a lethal wound from the debate. It is lethal. So now the press wants to know why. And all they come up with is the president's his medical report from February of 2024, which basically says the guy's in great shape. So then they find out that there's this neurologist who's visiting the White House. And I love the way Karine Jean-Pierre, after this kerfuffle, goes through a whole thing. And she says, and I never knew this, 1,000 military members are under care by the medical unit at the White House. And neurologists come in to treat them also. I mean, why can't the president just say, I'll take a cognitive test? I am the commander-in-chief. I have access to the nuclear codes. I think that you Americans deserve this. You deserve to know whether I'm okay, and I'm so convinced I'm okay that I'm going to confirm it. But they won't do it. So what does that tell you? That tells you that they're afraid of the results. And that is an insult to the American people. It's all about the Bidens. And the truth is, he could waive any of these results. And I remember the kerfuffle today involved whether or not he saw a doctor after the debate. Did he see a doctor? And then Karine Jean-Pierre says no, but she says, yeah, they had like a medical review, a telecall or something. It wasn't a physical examination. That it's kind of like a whatever they call these health calls. But the truth is, she then talks about every time the president works out, there's a medical unit down the hall that monitors everything he does. So you've got that medical unit. Why can't they tell us if he's got COVID or if he doesn't have COVID? And he says he doesn't have COVID. But at the end of the day, he's got a lethal wound. He goes on Stephanopoulos. He says he doesn't remember if he rewatched the debate. He asked him, Stephanopoulos asked him, did you watch yourself in the debate? Well, I don't know. But he's in it till the end. And you can expect every day going forward, more and more Dems will call for him to be replaced. Because at this point, it's not about 24. It's about now.
Yeah, like right now.
Right now.
That's a very interesting one. Of course, as the election come closer, the pressure keep mounting day by day. But then I think that the American people deserve to understand and to know the state of their president. So if they says that they want the president to take the cognitive test, and of course him being the commander-in-chief, I think that it will be a good thing for him to come out and then take this test so that the American people will know that their president is in good health. Because at this point in time, of course, he's not a private individual, and of course whatever he do, I think that the American people, deserve to know what is really going on, with the president. But then when you look at, what Karen was saying, of course, in addressing the press, it shows that the president, may be pulled out of the race because she did not rule out of the medical doctors, the neurologists, for them going to the White House, maybe probably to take some kind of test, on the president. So looking at some of those things, it shows that Joe might be pulled out of the election, and then probably a new candidate, of course, will be appointed in order for him to lead the Democrat. Because you should be asking yourself this very question: what happened before he now sent the letter to his fellow Democrat concerning the November election, saying that he is the best man or the man that can beat President Donald J. Trump? Ask yourself, this very question. It means that something is really going on. There is something that they are really hiding. Why can't he, come out and speak to the American people concerning his health? What do you think, is going on? It shows that a lot is really going on, and then there is actually a possibility that he might be pulled out of the presidential race. But then that's just my own thought and opinion concerning this, and I would like to see yours at the comment section. And of course, I will keep on updating you as far as this very election is concerned. So have a wonderful day, and I see you in my next video. Bye bye.